Welcome to part 2 of how to prep your car for the track. Let's pop some hoods, baby. So first thing you want to check is your brake fluid. I know that I haven't changed this in over a year. The brake fluid is probably great, it's probably fine, but for me personally, just go ahead and put new fluid in. Also, you need to check the clutch fluid, and it's black. So I can tell that there are bits of rubber in the fluid. The gasket in the back of the master cylinder starts to wear over time, and little bits of rubber get into the fluid, and what you'll start to hear when you press the clutch in is it'll start to squeak over time, and that's when you know it's going out. So at the same time, I might as well change the slave, and then we'll bleed the brakes. So what you're gonna want is a flare nut tool. So my plan is to remove the line, let it drip into these rags, and then I'm going to take off the master cylinder and then pour out the fluid. So we got the clutch slave installed, the master's all tightened up. I went ahead and I bled those lines, and it's working great. So now we need to bleed the brakes. This is just a precautionary thing. Over time, water can get in your lines, or if you track it a lot, the fluid can degrade over time. So it's just good prep to go ahead and bleed your brakes, go ahead and change your fluid. On the Miata, we're gonna start with the rear driver, rear passenger, front passenger, and then front driver. It's a pretty simple process, but I will be needing an extra person.
Well, I'm him, but better.
Okay, let's get to it.
This is what we're doing. Put your foot on the brake pedal and hold it. He's gonna open up the valve on the caliper. My foot's gonna go to the floor, then he's gonna close the valve. And then I'm gonna pump the brake pedal until it gets stiff, like your Uncle James at the family reunion.
Can't say that, all right? This is a family show. It's not.
All right, man, you ready for me to pump?
Pump.
1, 2, 3, 4. Holding.
Open. It's a good time to give your pads a visual inspection. Make sure they're not too thin. Make sure you don't have cracked rotors also. So we've done all the boring stuff, and now it's time to put a race seat in the car. I've had this seat for a long time, and it's the same kind as my driver's seat. Again, with some custom mounts, it should fit just fine. Just fine. So both seats are Ultrashield rallies, and as you can see with my new seat mounts, you can see that the passenger seat will sit a whole lot lower than the driver's seat. Should gain about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of headroom. In fact, when we measure 2 3/4 from the bottom of the roll bar, and on the driver's side, we're just under 2 inches. Now, the whole reason why the passenger seat's able to sit lower is not because the floor pan is lower than the driver's side, it's because of the new mounts that I'm using. On the driver's side, it has Track Dog Racing mounts that have been modified. So it's gonna sit, it has a bracket underneath, and so it sits, you know, it's about 3/4 of an inch higher because there's a bracket underneath. Well, these side brackets that I bought
They go on the side of the seat and they allow it to still stay flush, and then all you gotta do, depending on where you mount, is it just tilts, right? The problem is this bracket, as you can see where I have it taped, is too tall. It's too tall here and too tall here. So I've already done one side. That's how it's gonna mount now. And the cool thing is if this works out like I think it's going to, well, I bought an extra set of brackets so I could redo the driver's side. When you're a tall guy like me trying to fit in a Miata, 3/4 of an inch it's a lot. That's what the ladies say. You can see where I cruelly mark my hole. Now we punch it. That's more like it, baby! If you're gonna do a track day, make sure you have a helmet. And not only that, it needs to be up to date and up to code. So most tracks right now have a minimum rating of SA 2015 or 2020, depending on the track. This is an M 2010. It's a motorcycle spec in 2010. So that's 2 no-nos. I used to get away with it, but now it's at least 5 years out of date. So we picked up a new helmet. So this helmet's made by Typhoon, and it was one of the few helmets they had in my size. My last helmet is a XX, and it honestly, it barely fits. I wear about a size 8 fitted ball cap. So looking online, it looks like a 3X is more my size. So Typhoon had it, and they had reasonably priced. I think this was like barely $200. But it's nice. This is Snell 2020. So this is the most current, up-to-date specs. Only thing I'd like to do is see if I can get a tinted visor. Because I have to wear prescription glasses, and I would like to be able to have sunglasses just in case. But we got the bikini top now, so it might not be a big deal. All right, let's move on. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the tech inspection form that Hallett Raceway provides. Brake fluid, check. Brake pedal feel, check. Brake pads, 1/4 inch thickness or greater, check. Brake hoses and lines, those are good. Mine are stainless steel. Brake lights, good. Tires, we got brand new tires. Throttle return, not an issue. Suspension and wheel bearings, check. Wheels, no cracks or bends. Nope, we're good on that. Windshield, no cracks. I do have a chip, but I don't have any cracks. Mirrors, at least 1 mirror mounted. Got that. Seatbelts, okay, we're good. Battery, securely fastened, we're good. Fire extinguisher recommended, but not required. I don't have one.
it's fine. Helmet, Snell 2015 or newer. We just bought a helmet, so we're good on that. And then the last thing is apparel. Full length cotton pants, long sleeve cotton shirt, cotton socks, and closed toe shoes. Check, check, and check. And I just ordered race shoes. I got a steal of a deal on Amazon, $25 for some used racing shoes. I can't believe it because I have gigantic feet and those are usually hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So I got lucky. Last thing, driving convertible, it must have aftermarket roll protection. We have that. All right. So all I gotta do is get a shop to sign off on that. Easy, I'll do that during the week next week. Then I'll check my alignment. I'm pretty sure it's good. And then yeah, then you're good to go. You're ready to go do a track day. So next video, we will be at Hallett. We will be doing a track day. And yes, I am so excited. It's just gonna be all Miatas mostly, a few S2000s, a few Type Rs. It's gonna be a lot of fun though, and I can't wait. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.